Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Manila here, and today I'm going to be learning Netherlands, regionguessing metas, and Geoguessr. So, let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, so first off, we're in a field of, I'm assuming it's going to be some sort of like agricultural, like plant meta or something like that. Maybe it looks like the top of like some sort of vegetable is like what I'm guessing. I don't really know what kinds of plants grow in the Netherlands, but I think we'll find out very shortly. What else do I notice around me? There's this like yellow pole. We've got these transformers with the sets of like three kind of like triangle arms. We have a couple of things that are red, like these like signs with like the outer red thing, and then someone on a bike and these white dash outer lines. So let's find out what this plant is, and I'll go near Amersfoort. Okay, we are a lot further south, so this was Netherlands' low hills. So while most of the Netherlands is very flat, southern Limburg has some low hills. Okay, and I'm guessing that southern Limburg, okay, it's this like red section, so kind of like down here, which low-key I didn't even like know that there was a part of the Netherlands kind of here between like Belgium and Germany, but good to know that. Okay, do I see the hills? No hills, okay. We do see this. We're not on a person tracker, right? That's kind of just like the car blur. See ducks, okay, or geese. A lot of greenhouses, so something is being grown here. Let's go near Zwolle. Okay, this was the harbor of Rotterdam. So the harbor of Rotterdam is one of the largest in the world. It extends all the way from downtown Rotterdam to the North Sea coast. If you see a lot of industrial activity, often in combination with large round fuel storage tanks, there's a good chance that you're in this harbor area. Note Amsterdam and Delfzijl also have large harbors. Both also feature a lot of fuel storage tanks. Okay. None of the metas that I recognize so far, but we do have these black and white stripes under like the stop signs, or I guess they're not like stop signs, the traffic lights. Busban, and then it has like the two arrows kind of doing like the woo fingers pointing towards each other. We have this blue sign here with like a little like number on the bottom right. That could maybe be the meta, like maybe it's like the color of the sign, or like it says something on the bottom here, which I can't really make out there. Groot, Underhood, Music, Dusseldorp. Yeah, nothing I'm seeing with like the city name, unless I'm just not recognizing it here. But that does start with an M, I think, on the bottom left of the sign, and this also starts with the M. So maybe that's a region, or maybe that's just like the name of something. I feel like we're not gonna be too far from Amsterdam, so I'll kind of just go in the outer like neighborhood a bit. Okay, that's the best guess we've had so far. So this is a Netherlands Almere street sign. So these street signs are found in Almere, which is situated in the southwest of the Flevoland region, and Almere is over here. Okay, so kind of a good theory that I wasn't like too far from Amsterdam. Okay, we have a bollard, which don't really see too many bollards in the Netherlands that look like this, white, with a red rectangle and two bolts in it, and it has a green number on the bottom of it. We do have a truck behind us, okay. Lots of forests, which is interesting. But is it hilly? Not super, but maybe a little bit. So maybe I'll go more further south near like Roermond. Okay, we're a lot further north, but that is okay. So this was a Netherlands Utrecht kilometer marker. So some road markers, hectometer markers, have province-specific designs. This only applies to markers for regional end roads, which have road numbers in yellow boxes. Not all end road markers have province-specific designs. Some just have a generic design that can be found nationwide. The A roads all have the same signs and are recognizable because the road number is in a red box. Bollards sometimes feature kilometer stickers, which are also limited to specific regions. Okay. So we gotta learn our kilometer markers. This one says like 30.3 on it, so I'm assuming that is like some sort of marker here. We do have very like flat land to our right, okay, and there's like a big like dish over here. Also seeing very flat land over here, okay. A sign back there. What do I think where do I think we are? Maybe I'll go near Hilversum. Okay, a lot further northeast, this was a Friesland, Gelderland, and Groningen kilometer marker. So do they have a specific kind of like design on it? Because I think I need to be able to like zoom into this guide, but what am I looking for? Friesland, Gelderland. And we're kind of like up here in this top part, so which one of these regions looks like it's highlighted there? Maybe this green one with the green sticker. Okay, so the green sticker probably in this top part or down here. So it can be in 2 regions, the green sticker. All right, well, 3.3 thousand. Hopefully I can get a better score than that, so let's keep going. We had this location with the ducks. This is a Rotterdam something. I don't remember like specifically what the meta is, but I'm like associating Rotterdam with this here, so we'll plonk it here in Rotterdam. Okay, it was the harbor of Rotterdam, which that makes sense now. I should have gone maybe like a little further north. But the harbor of Rotterdam, one of the largest in the world, all the way from Rotterdam downtown to the North Sea coast. Okay. 2.6. This one I don't think... Have we had it? That is a gigantic wind turbine. So, wow. And it's very like bright blue sky. It does feel like we are very like low. Which I'm like... It's not like low cam, right? We have this kilometer marker here with a green sticker, but is it green and yellow? Because that's in a different area than the green. I'm not sure. I'll go up here near Groningen because I know that's where one of the green sticker areas is or are. But I can't really tell if that's a yellow sticker or if that's just like the sunlight hitting it as well. Okay, a little bit further inland, this was a Flevoland area meta. So almost all the land belonging to the province of Flevoland was reclaimed from the sea in the mid-20th century. As a result, the province has a distinct man-made look, extremely straight roads, and large crop fields dominate the landscape. Wind turbines are common. In urban areas, there are no historical buildings. Okay, and the only exception to this description is the town of Urk, which is situated on a former island now surrounded by the rest of the province's man-made polder. I don't know what polder means. I'll put up a definition on the screen in the edit if I find out. Landscape. Okay. We have a sign here. So I feel like because of like other meta maps I've done, like my guess is that the meta is gonna be this like blue sign on the side of the building, like indicating like the street or like Centrum, like, you know, the wording on it. I think we're just like in Amsterdam is my guess from... And it says ABC. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah, it says Amsterdam Vintage Clothing. Yeah. Okay, so we are in Amsterdam, but I mean, like, obviously this is probably not going to be, like, the meta, this, like, little flag here. I think it's going to be this blue sign, so maybe we can look for something that says Laurierstraat, if that is easy to find, but if not, that is okay, because we'll still get a really good score here if we're getting in the right city. We're somewhere along one of the canals, which is, like... Wow, that's like kind of everywhere. Laurierstraat. There's like Laurier here, so we could be like somewhere here. And then this is water. Oh, and this is ABC Amsterdam Vintage Clothing. I actually think we're gonna get a 5K here, which, wow, did not think I'd get a 5K on Netherlands region guessing, but I guess we are in the capital. I mean, yeah, I think this is exactly it. Okay. Unexpected 5K, but you do love to see those. So this was an Amsterdam street sign, which was kind of like my hypothesis there. So Amsterdam street signs feature the city district in a smaller font size below the actual street name. Note this design is very uncommon in the rest of the Netherlands. Okay, and this is Zeeburg under. So I guess that whatever I saw on the sign there indicated the region. So maybe, did it say Jordan before? I didn't really like clock that, but good to know for the future. Okay, we have a lot of brick buildings, so maybe it's like a architecture meta. We have a blue sign here, but I can't see like the city or street name. We have a truck. Okay, I think it's gonna be a blue sign meta, but maybe not the same exact like blue of like the Amsterdam sign I saw before. So I'll go in like the Hague. Okay, nope, this was in Eindhoven. So, rolling shutters. So, rolling shutters and house windows are more common in the southern half of the Netherlands, while more prevalent in the south. Rolling shutters on homes in more northern regions are not unheard of. Use this meta with some caution. Okay, so it's kind of like not a 100% meta, but kind of just like more likely to meta, like one of those type things. Okay. We have these dashed outer lines. Perfect. Some sort of greenhouse here and kind of like a darker soil. So maybe it's an agriculture meta. Do I see any bollards with any like stickers or anything? Not particularly. It could be this like red like bike path thing. I don't think I've seen that on too many roads so far. Like a dedicated bike path with like grass between the main road and that. So that could be the meta here. But I don't think this is one I've had before. So I'm just going to click in like Air Mellow. Okay. We were actually a lot further west and north, so the west and north landscape. So most of the west and north is at or below sea level. As a result, most of the region's countryside has a distinct polar landscape, which I learned what polar was earlier in the edit, but still don't know right now. The landscape is marshy, often with a large amount of small waterways. Okay, and that's kind of more north and west is the marshy lower landscape. Okay, so 8.8, that is an improvement. So I'm going to keep going so I can hopefully keep improving and keep learning more metas and then like cementing some of the metas we've already learned. Okay, we are near a sign, so maybe thinking that this is the meta. There is a little like yellow sticker on the back of this sign and a black diamond, so that could be the meta as well. A little concrete thing here, but I don't think it's just like a bollard. I think it's probably something to do with like, I don't know, like the sewer or something like that is my guess. I don't know what this like little black like stick in the ground is with the yellow circle. It could be that. Maybe just the stripes on this like lamppost here. There's a ton of things I think the meta could be, but I don't think we've learned this one particularly, so I will go near Barneveld. Okay, this was a Lelystad street sign. So many streets in Lelystad follow a fairly distinct naming scheme. Instead of having unique names, they're named after the neighborhood they are in, followed by a number. Some of these neighborhood names show up on the Google map. Okay. And Lelystad looks like it's kind of right here. Okay. 1.4, we'll take that for sure. Big Carbler. Okay, I think this is the biggest like Carbler we've had so far, but I don't think that'll be the meta here. We see a couple of like blue signs, okay, with the arrows pointing away. A sticker on the pole that says L and 265, so it could be the sticker on the pole. Maybe it's the shape of the lamp, like the light here, it's kind of like flat at the top, but I think that's kind of like, I feel like it's standard for a lot of the Netherlands. Do we have the rolling shutter blinds? That is one house meta I've learned so far that I have not looked for. That doesn't look like a shuttered blind, but that doesn't seem like a house either. I think these are rolling shutter blinds, right? It looks like a little bit round at the top, so maybe I will go further south near Vegel. Nope, okay. Way further north, and this was a meta that I have not had yet, so good to learn this. It was a very large roof meta, and you can see here that is a very large roof. So farms in the north of the Netherlands often have very large roofs. Okay, we will take that. These are kind of very large roofs, right? Like not even like looking at anything else, and maybe because I have like the bias of just learning. Also we got a little statue, so hello little pony there. It could be the pattern of the bricks in the road. Maybe it's like a little bit of like a zigzag pattern is indicative of a certain area. But when I see this, and because I just learned it, I feel like the big roofs are going to be really far north, so I'll go near Bergum. Okay. We love getting the same meta twice in a row because it definitely helps with like that learning. It was a very large roof meta. Farms in the north and the Netherlands often have very large roofs, and we guess in the north, even though I only got 1.2 there, I will definitely take that because I identified the correct meta. Okay, well here we have water. So I'm assuming somewhere along the coastline is probably where we are. We have a whole bunch of like kind of like wind turbines, like a bunch over here. So where would I think wind turbines would be? Maybe I'm thinking we're somewhere like here. I'll go here near Maasvlakte, Rotterdam. Okay, nope. We were a lot further north on this bridge. So this was the Afsluitdijk. So the Afsluitdijk is a very recognizable man-made causeway between Noord-Holland and Friesland. It is a divided highway that runs in a very straight southwest-northeast direction. You can see water to your southeast and a dike to your northwest. There are other large causeways and dams in the Netherlands, but the Afsluitdijk is the biggest and has a very recognizable road direction. Okay. And that is on this A7 here, connecting here and here. Okay, so if we remember that, then it should be very helpful here. All right, we have a sign that is like white with like rounded corners. So this is different than the Amsterdam, like kind of like blue rectangle that I had before. And I'm assuming that Kruijendorp is the like neighborhood. So I'll check like around like Amsterdam, and just in case I see like the little neighborhood name like right here pop up, but I'm not seeing it, so I think we're indicative of a certain area that is not here. Maybe I will go here near Breda. Okay, no, this was a Diemen street sign. So Diemen, which is situated southeast of Amsterdam, have these dull, whitish yellow street signs. Okay, and it seems like they might have rounded corners too, which is not the most common from the other street signs I've seen, so maybe that is something I can add to my memory too. Okay, well, we have this car here with like the red and green dots on it, but I think that's not the meta. Maybe it's this like black back of the car, because I don't think I've seen the back of the car too much. This roof is very large, but it's not like as large as some of the other roofs we've seen, because it is like a multi-story like building. Do I see rolling shutters? I don't think so. That's a little bird. Hello. I don't know if it's real or not. That's why I paused. I don't recognize the meta here, so it could be like the car, like sticking out of the back of the car in the blur. So let's go near Noordwijk. Okay, this was Diemen again. So maybe I just didn't look at the street sign, or I couldn't see it. But Diemen street signs, so the whitish yellow street signs with the rounded corners. Okay. I think this is Diemen again, right? Because it's kind of like white yellowish with like a little bit of a rounded corner. Okay. Wow, they really want us to learn those Diemen street signs, because that's what, like 3 times in a row that I've gotten it, but we've got it now, and maybe I can even 5K next time if I get it for a 4th time in a row or something like that later. Okay. We have bollards here, so we have Netherlands bollards. We have a lot of signs around. It's kind of like a lot of like bollard spam, like even in the course of like just like one curve, I see like at least like 10 bollards on either side of the road. Lots of horsies. We love horsies, so let's say hello to the horsies. This is a slight hill, but I wouldn't say it's like a hilly area. Yeah, it doesn't look super hilly when I look all around me, so maybe it's like the route marker is the meta here, or maybe it's like a horse pasture, like there's like a lot more of like, you know, horses in certain areas of the Netherlands. I don't know entirely, but let's go near Gouda. Okay, further north. So this was the Friesland, Gelderland, and Groningen kilometer marker, which I know I've had this meta before, but I don't think I saw the green sticker that I thought would be up here. So maybe I just didn't see it on that bollard, but it was on a different bollard or like angle that I wasn't looking at. Okay, we are in an area with a lot of houses that are like kind of like a white brick and like green borders. I don't think I've seen that, but it feels like pretty unique. We have this like blue sign here, and it says Muziek under it, which I'm assuming is like the neighborhood. And because it's blue, I'm thinking we're maybe near Amsterdam, because one of the previous rounds I had with like the blue sign had this like little neighborhood thing under it. And I feel like I remember having a Muziek round before, but not this exact one. So let me see if I can find it near Amsterdam, and if not, We'll learn where it is very shortly. This is DMN, and not the DMN sign, of course. There was something that was like down here, like Eindhoven. Is it ever in Eindhoven? What is it? Music something, I think is the name of it. Muziekwoek. Is that a neighborhood here? Bergen, Fellenord, Limbeek. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but I don't remember where this neighborhood is. We'll put it in Eindhoven for now, and we'll learn where we are. Okay, this was an Almere street sign. So Almere street signs are the blue ones in the Flevoland region, and it does say music on it. Okay, so that is like that neighborhood here, Muziekwoek Noordmidden. Okay. Okay, tattoo shop with the Pink Panther on it. Okay. So we do see the blue sign here. So probably gonna be the meta, although I can't really read the neighborhood name under it. It does say Utrecht Straat on the top, so maybe that is like a specific street I can see. I wish I could see like the neighborhood to like further narrow down the region before I try to scan for this 5K, but I do feel like we're kind of just like in a big city, so I'm gonna maybe think that we're in Amsterdam. Utrecht Straat. Okay. Does this pop up very easily? We have Kerkstraat, Amstel. Okay. Lots of things ending in strats, which I know there are gonna be so many that I could scan for. But we'll give it like 30 seconds of trying to look for it. Otherwise, I'll just plonk it here. Maybe over here. Okay, I'm not seeing it, but I think we are in Amsterdam, so I'll plonk it here. Wow, we were a lot closer than I thought we would be. So even though I didn't get the 5K, I got a pretty good region guess, so we'll take that for sure. This was an area code meta. Okay, so Amsterdam area code. So Dutch landline phone numbers start with a 3 or 4 digit area code. These are geographically grouped, except for the ones that start with 7 and 2 of the O2 codes. Okay, Dutch mobile phones start with 06, which is a code that is not used for any of the landline area codes. So let's kind of group these into like regions, and I know that there's like some exceptions to this rule, like some of these like 7s that are randomly everywhere, but at the top we have a lot of the 5s. Okay, so kind of the 5s at the top, the 2s next further down on the left, so the 5s and then 2s, and then the 1s kind of in the bottom left. Okay, the 4s mostly in the bottom right, and then the 3s in the middle. So I'm kind of thinking like if I make like a number 6, like with like the numbers, we got like 5, 2, we've got like 5, 2, 1 on the bottom like left curve of the 6, and then it goes to like 4 in the bottom right, and then you make like a little circle to go to the 3 in the middle. So 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. And then we've got kind of like sprinkles of like 7 throughout. But it's kind of like a general grouping. So I will take that 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. Ooh, okay. 11.9. So this is the best score I've had so far. So I'm really happy with the progress from our couple of rounds where we only got 2 or 3K. So I'm gonna play this map one more time and see if I can get an even better score, or maybe if I can use these area code metas, or what else I can learn for the rest of this round. Okay, we have a road marker with stickers on it. It is a yellow sticker, not the green sticker that I've learned before. Flat land, not very hilly, so not the hilly meta that I know. Forest, kind of like, ooh, what is this? Is this a flower? Just some sort of flower. I think the meta is probably going to be something on this like route marker sign. I feel like I can't like read it particularly, but part of me wants to say it says like it like ends in the letter like a lowercase like D or something. And I mean it says N249, so I'm assuming that's like a route that I could find, but I don't really want to like scan for the route because I feel like it's not the meta here. So So how about I go in Zier's key? I'm gonna go in Zierxz and we'll see where we are and what the route marker meta is, or if it's an agricultural like flower meta, we'll learn that too. Okay, it was a little bit further north, so it was a Nord-Holland kilometer marker. So one of the regional markers, and doesn't have it particularly like highlighted here, so it's not the most far north one. Is it? I think it's this one. Okay, so yeah, this looks like the one. I wish the like graphic was a little bit larger, but it has like the yellow rectangle on the left. Oops, I right clicked. Yellow rectangle on the left, blue rectangle on the right on the kilometer marker. Okay, and that's kind of near. And that's kind of near Annapolona. Okay, we are in a city. With a blue sign, so it says something Zuid. Something Zuid. I think this is it an Amsterdam sign or is this a Almere sign? Almere has blue signs as well. Something Zuid. So let's look for something Zuid. Not music. Randstad. I want to say it's like an Almere sign, but it could be an Amsterdam sign, but do these buildings look like they're in Amsterdam? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I'll be able to 5K this round, so I'll just plonk it here in Almere and we'll see where we are. Okay, it was Amsterdam. So I think I'm like mixing up the Amsterdam and Almere street signs, but that is okay. So Amsterdam street sign, city district in a smaller font size below the actual street name, and here's Amsterdam Zuid here. Okay. 2.3 though, so we'll definitely take that. Ooh, we are on a person trekker question mark, not a streetcar, right? Because I don't even see like any like blur or anything. Like this is just like the road, which is interesting. Okay, so we're in the middle of like some sort of square, and I'm assuming it's like a famous square or something like that. We got kind of like a big building with like maybe it's like a kind of looks like a church, but I don't think it's like a church. Like, I don't know, like just like this top part here. Okay, lots of this like flag around, which I don't know what this like flag is. So if you know, let me know down below. Or if this is about to be like the meta I learned, then I'll learn it there. But maybe is it like a regional flag or something like that is my guess. Street signs, what are they saying? Marked. Okay, so like the market is what I'm guessing that means. Ooh, phone code. Kind of blurry, so I kind of cannot see that. Do I have a phone code over here? That is not a phone code. Unfortunately, I cannot see the phone code on any of these like street like shops or anything like that. But I'll plonk it in downtown Amsterdam and we'll just like see where we are. Okay, this was not in Amsterdam. We were actually in Maastricht and we were near this market. So this is a Limburg street sign white sticker. So this long vertically arranged white sticker with 3 to 4 digits can be found on street lights in Limburg. Okay, in Limburg is this like area, which of course is like down here. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is that one road. This is this road, right? I've learned it because I see like the abundance of the wind turbines. I'm pretty sure that this is that same road that we learned earlier. I don't remember like the name of the road. Like I know there's a specific name for it, but I do remember it was like this road connecting these two pieces of like the Netherlands, so I'll go here. I'm gonna take it. Like, I was like further down like the road, but it was the correct road, which is like kind of crazy if you think about it, that I'm like learning a specific enough like regional guessing meta in the Netherlands so I know the specific road. But anyways, so the Afsluitdijk is a very recognizable man-made causeway. Okay, causeway is like the word I was thinking of, but I couldn't like remember it exactly, between Noord-Holland and Friesland. And we got that exact road, so we'll take 3.7. Last but not least, we are in an area. Okay, with a blue sign. So let's take a look at it. Blue sign, rectangle. And then at the bottom left, it says like Tassen de something. And it has like a little like 28 on the bottom right with like a square on it. So do I think this is Amsterdam or Almere? Because I think both of those have blue signs is like what I'm thinking. Is this the neighborhood? I don't know, but let me see. Like Tassen de V something is my guess on what it says right now. And let me see if it pops up anywhere. No, Sloten. I mean, I don't see it anywhere at this like quick scan level, but I think it's going to be Amsterdam or Almere. Either way, we should get a pretty good region guess here. So let me go further into Amsterdam and go here. Okay, this one was Almere. See, I keep like mixing up the two, but at least I know that they both have blue signs. So if I ever get a Netherlands round and I see a blue sign, I should know like I could plonk like kind of like between the two to hedge if I don't know which one it is. But Almere street signs. So these street signs are found in Almere, which is situated in the southwest of the Flevoland region. Okay. And we're ending on 8.5k there, which is not a bad score at all, especially compared to some of our first rounds, but learning little by little, so I won't get a perfect score, but it's all about getting better one meta at a time. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning Netherlands, region guessing metas, and Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. I'll also have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day.